How's it going, YouTubers and comic book fans? So I'm Joe from Joe's Comic Talk. So for Adventure Saturday, I thought I show some cool Charlatan comics. I picked up a bunch of older comics in the last month or so for a couple bucks each. So these are just some fun comics. While they're not all popular, but they are in my collection now, so I'm very happy with them. So I got some very cool older, like I say, older Silver Age to Bronze Age comics. So let's start. So I do have the Flintstones and Pebbles, number 30. I only picked this up for a couple bucks. There is a bit of wear and tear, and there is unfortunately some rips on the back, so it's not the perfect condition by any means. So there, it is a Bronze Age cover. So on the cover, you can see Dino, Fred, splashing around in the lake or pool or whatever. So back in the dinosaur age, they like to do that, same as us. And since it is in the middle of summer, it is a perfect time to show this comic. So I thought this would be a fun one to show you guys. But can you imagine only paying like 50 cents or whatever back in the day? This is such a fun read, but this is what people were reading back in the 60s, early 70s. The Flintstones were very popular. I still watch them even now as an elder. I think they're so cool. So next one is kind of a Army World War II comic. Fighting Army is called. So it is in very fine condition, or about 4 to 5 out of 10 out of the scale. There's quite a few different stories, 7-page stories in here. I'm not gonna name them all, but it's in very cool condition. I paid $3 for it, so I'm very happy for it. I've seen it selling on eBay for anywhere from $9 and up. It seems, again, it's about vary prices depending on condition and grade and everything, but I got this for not bad price. Like I say, I buy comics every so often for a couple bucks each, so it is pretty cool. This is 1976. I think if this was in mid condition, it'd be about $15 issue, so I think I did all right. Next one I want to show you guys is another war type comic, Battlefield Action. It is another Bronze Age one. It's in fine condition, as the tag says there. I did not pay $3 for this. I only paid $2. So it is pretty cool. So this is about a 6 to 8 out of 10 on the scale. And there's quite a few different stories on here. This is number 63. Back in the day, this comic was only 40 cents. Now my inflation has changed everything. So it's value has gone up on these books a little bit, so I think that's so cool. So it is what it is. There's quite a few different reprints out there. So if you cannot find this issue, I have seen it selling on eBay again from like $10 and up. So there's a few out there if you can find, if you're lucky enough to get one. But I try not to pay any more than I would, because even though you're paying only $10 for the price, you're still paying for shipping. So shipping adds in the cost. So as you can see there, I mean, the first age is showing pretty good. And there's about 3 or 4 different stories that are like 7 pages long. I'm not going to name all the stories because it would take way too long, but still, back in the day, people were fighting, reading these type of comics way back when. So I think these were the type of stories before Spider-Man and all of that came about. So next one I want to show is another Battlefield Action, number 80. It's in fine condition. It's another 6 to 8 out of 10 on the scale. Again, there's 3 or 4 different stories in here. One where a prisoner tries to escape, but they get chased down. So but again, there's reprint stories out there. More Charlatan does reprints or trade paperbacks for these, so not bad. Again, I've seen this selling on eBay again for anywhere from like $10 and up. in this condition and higher. If it was very fine or very fine near mint, it would be about a $15 to $20 book, just because how old it is 1980. So pretty cool that they can do stories 7 to 3 or 4 different stories and make it only 8 pages long. I mean, I don't mind the orange cover. I like the orange on it. It brings the cover right out. What about you guys? Do you guys have collect these, or do you not have them in your collection? But I think it's important to save these type of books, because if you don't, they will be gone and they won't be anywhere and they won't be, I say maybe in the next 20 years, they might not be here anymore. So it is better. I do like to buy these ones. These are your more affordable options than trying to get that important Marvel or DC key. I think these are bang for the buck, better to get them. So next one is Kid Colt Outlaw number 179. Let me just get my notes here. This is actually a Marvel Western one. Back in the 70s, they were reading Westerns just as much as Spider-Man and X-Men, even though X-Men didn't take off till really 1975 with the new X-Men, but still, it is in good condition. It's a little worse than these ones, because this is a higher grade than this book. So again, I only paid $2 for this. I seen it selling on eBay for about $4 and up. It's not the more, nowadays these are not the more popular books, but if for bang for your buck, you can still, these are still worth it. And it is Marvel, so you can't go wrong with Marvel books, whether it's a key or not. So there is a little bit of wear and tear on my mind, but like I said, I only paid $2, so and I got it out of a collection that I bought from. So pretty cool. There is a couple stories in here, and this is actually a reprint story of another story, so that's cool as well. So this is a reprint story, but the original story is from Gunsmoke, actually, from the series Gunsmoke from I believe Dell or Charlton. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So any of you Marvel fans out there, do you collect these old Western ones, or do you not care about them? I think they are important, because it is an early Bronze Age comics, so I think it is important. Again, it is important to save these type of comics. So now I'm going into Whitman comics, not Gold Key, but Whitman's another offshoot of Gold Key and Dell on all of those. This is Buck Rogers in the 21st or in the 25th century. There was a TV show in the 60s about this about this series, so I think that's so cool. So this is a 0.40 cent cover, as you guys can see, and it's in good to very good, as somebody wrote on here when I bought the comic. So I already know the condition, which is cool. So which is about 4 to 5 out of 10 on the scale, and this is actually going for $8 US and higher in this condition. I only paid $2 for this, and this is issue number 2, so it's very low on the scale, which is cool. So you'll have all your favorite characters. You have Buck Rogers, you have King, you have the scary doctor that nobody really liked, I guess. So, and it's in not bad condition for a space comic. This is what people were reading. This is 1979, so I was 4 years old when this comic came out. So for its age, it's in pretty good condition, like I am, I guess. I'm joking, but anyways, there's a 21-page story, and there's a bunch of ads in here, so it is what it is. But I love these old Whitman, Buck Rogers comics. I love these old space stories, and I'm just like Star Trek. I love these other type of space stories, so it'll go in my box with all my other Gold Key and Whitman ones. I'll make sure to organize it, and it came banged on board, so I was quite happy about that too. So another very old one that I got is Clyde Crassop. I never heard of this character, but apparently he's in the same cahoots with Alvin and the Chipmunks from what I've read. So this is about this is number 3 out of 5 issues. So it is from Dell Publishing, not Charlton, which is what I showed you guys earlier. So this is Dell. Imagine paying 12 cents back in the day. So this is 1963 to 64. This was published every few years from back in the day. So this was every 2 months, as you guys can see, March to May. So the 4th one would have been printed in May. So there's 6 different stories in here from my notes. So, and there's also a trivia that comes in this in the advertisement for Foot Locker for 100 toy story. So I thought that's a bit of cool trivia for you guys, that there's an advertisement for Foot Locker in here. So I seen this selling on eBay. I did my research on it, and it is from $4 US and up. But now the inflation's gone so high from back in the day, from 12 cents. You know, you're in the 60s, but they're paying only 10 or 12 cents, and how inflation has changed a little bit. So this is very good. So it's about 3 to 4 out of 10. So another fun one I want to show you guys is Sad Sack number 269. It's in very good condition. 1979. It is 3.5 to 3.5 to 5 out of 10. In current condition, about I paid about $2 for this again, just like all these others. So I think that's cool. It's going on eBay, I think, for $3 or more, because it is not the most important one out there, but still, I think these are important to have, and they're such a fun read. I think they're so cool. So I think I do have a bunch of these Harvey ones in my collection. So as a collector, you need to expand out of Marvel and DC, because they were the first companies to be out there. In fact, Dell was even around before Marvel, and so that's pretty cool, I think. So these comics were way before Spider-Man and all of that. So I'm going to ask the question: do you guys do you guys read these, or do you have your younger ones let them read them? I think they're good for the younger generation to read, because they're just such fun comics. I mean, I love the cover, how he's just on the sleeping bag and just enjoying life, I guess, back from then. So the last one I want to show you guys is Baby Snoot and not Mouse. I think this is another one I picked up for $2. I mean, you can't go wrong with these. It's in very good, fine condition. So this is about 5 to 6 out of 10. So that's not bad for how old this comic is. It's a gold key. It's not a Whitman like the earlier one I showed you. So this is an actual gold key. And they were famous for all these different cartoon ones. So I think that's great. They're so cool to have. So there's a couple of different stories in here that are like 6 to 8 pages long, and so it is what it is. In my notes, the first story is a 13-page, and the other 2 stories are 6 pages each. So I think that's great that they can wrap up stories shorter than nowadays comics. So this is 1975. So this was the year I was born. So it's pretty special to me. So it is the same age as me. So for how old the comic is, again, is in not bad condition like I am. So there you go. There's some more cool vintage comics. They may not be the most popular, but at least I do like these, and I think they're paying for your buck. They even though they won't be valuable, but if you want to go for a cheaper way to instead of getting that expensive Marvel key, I think this is your best route to grab some of these. So why not? And you can always let the younger ones read them, because there's nothing wrong with that. I think they're just such fun reads. So my final thought for this collection is not a bad pickup. I do like these, and like I say, who knows, maybe in 20 years they won't be around as much. So I'm going to leave this with you guys. Do you guys collect these type ones, or do you guys dismiss them because they're not the most popular? To me, I think all comics are important, and whenever I buy a collection like this, I do try and save them all. And I think these are just good because the younger generation, I think, should read these ones because they're such fun ones. So for Joel's Comic Talk, I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm going to do something different on Sunday. I'm going to do comics by the budget, meaning comics that are like $10 or less, that are good to buy, like this one here. This Spider-Man is just about a $10 comic. So I'm gonna do key comics by the budget, and like anywhere from like $3 to $10 and up. So be on the lookout for that. I'll drop it Sunday morning at some point. So there will be a new YouTube video on Sunday. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good day.